Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another reading. Today is Autism Awareness Day, and yes, if you hear my kids in the background, especially the eldest, my kids, when they're together, there's a different sort of synergy. Okay, I'll put that out there. But with my eldest, he is on the spectrum and he does stim a lot, okay? And I'm not the most professional reader on here. Like, I just be reading. Sometimes I don't even realize that you guys can hear my kids in the background, and I forget that, oh wait, this is an actual video that I'm doing for people all over the world. I just kind of treat you guys like as if we're friends. And I actually realized that the last video that I uploaded, I thought I had cut out me basically attending to my kids, and I realized that so much of the chunk of it was still there, and I'm like, oh crap, but I've already uploaded it, so it is what it is. I'm not a professional reader. I'm just more like a real reader. I'm like, it is what it is. If I need to attend to my kids, I'll attend to my kids. You guys will hear everything, But I digress. Because it is today Autism Awareness Day, I thought I would do a reading based upon what about you makes you special. How do you stand out? Okay, what makes you stand out? It's funny because I came to that idea because it is Autism Awareness Day, but then I did come across a video by a YouTuber called Fairy Prophet that made a video like that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is an extra confirmation that I need to do this video. So in honor of today and in honor of her, I thought I would do this reading. So I have 6 piles today, and as usual, I like to say massive thank you to each and every one of you who are always continuously supporting this channel. It really does mean the world to me. And for those of you who continuously support my other channel, Awkward Confidence. Now, if you're new here, I do have another channel called Awkward Confidence. The link is in the description, is in the comment section down below as well. Feel free to stalk, pry if you want to. I'm not even going to tell you what I do. I just want you guys to figure that out for yourselves, okay? So I have 6 piles. Pile 1 is the pink butterfly clip. Pile 2 is the blue ribbon. Pile 3 is the pink candle. Pile 4 is the pink sunglasses. Pile 5 is the red raspberries. Wait, what's this? Raspberry, freeze-dried raspberries. Okay. And pile 6 is the perfume. Now, this wasn't a bad attempt at me trying to actually create my own perfume, but it's you can barely even get much of the scent. So it just became more of like an aesthetically pleasing sort of object in my house, okay? But with that being said, I'm going to start. Okay, so pile 1, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Okay, pile 1, you guys chose the butterfly clip. So what about you stands out? Well, butterflies are symbolic of change and transformation. So you could be the type of person that's always changing things up. Maybe fashion, maybe characteristics, maybe hobbies, or just changing internally, growing, evolving. But I'm getting like anyone who has known you in the past 2 years, like prior, like as in anyone who's known you before the last 2 years does not know you, because you were always changing, you were always growing, you were always evolving. And you'd think that that is a common thing, but it surprisingly isn't. I think a lot of people feel comfortable just being the same all the time. But you guys are always shifting and elevating and growing and doing new things, okay? That's one thing I'm picking up on with the butterfly, okay? We have abundance. We have the frog and the lotus, which is metamorphosis. We have authority. Take on the role of a leader and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident. Ooh, I like that. That's giving Aries energy, Leo energy, We have beautiful. Oh my God, okay. We have call me. We have King of Pentacles with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth sign energy. And then we have 9 of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So Pile one, how do you guys stand out? Well, you definitely shift the room, okay? It's not just your elevation. I'm also getting a vibe where you guys are very motivational. Like a lot of people do be talking about you, especially your close friends, and they're talking about your come up, like how you've taken yourself from one position in life to the next position in life. It's like there's something that's very like admirable about you that serves as some sort of motivation. Like I would not be surprised if some of your friends are like, oh my God, like, did you see how Pile One achieve that goal that they were talking about, or did you see Pile One's life, or did you see Pile One do this? Like if they can do it, then so can I. This is my biggest motivation. It's giving that energy, okay? But it's like you're not afraid to change, you're not afraid to transform, because we all know that involves alchemy, that involves having to sometimes be at rock bottom, you know, but you find the drive to do it. Okay, we even have metamorphosis here, so this is all about change. And I didn't even realize the butterfly and the metamorphosis card were in sync, because again, when I choose these objects in order for you guys to pick a pile, it's just random. I'm not even thinking about what's in the cards or piles. I don't even remember what's in the pile. So this is definitely a confirmation. This is 111 11 energy, right? So you guys always are changing things up in your life. You're always doing something new, whether it's a new project or a new outlook or a new belief system or just a new everything, okay? But I'm also getting that you guys, a lot of people see you as very, very confident, because we do have authority, be self-confident. You command rooms. You guys are well respected. I feel like you intimidate a lot of people, and you guys did choose the number one. And one is a number of always being by yourself. It's alone. It's the first. It's giving Aries energy, right? Especially if you are life path number one. It's like you don't really rely on others, you know, other opinions. That internal validation is sufficient for you. It's like if you don't feel good about yourself, then it's going to bother you, right? But if you feel good about yourself and other people have shit to talk about when it comes to you, you're not going to care, you know, because you're like, well, I don't feel myself that way, so that's all I care about. It's like you only value your own opinion when it comes to how you view yourself, okay? So people can sense that confidence within you. And the beautiful thing about this is it isn't loud. It isn't like I walk into the room and I'm like, I own it. It's kind of like an energetic thing where even if you're silent, there are people who feel very insecure around you and very intimidated by you. And I think it's because you're so self-assured and you don't really rely on other people's opinions. I'm hearing a quote, a lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of a sheep. So it's kind of like, it's not to say that you look down upon people, but it's kind of like, why would I care about this person's opinion? Like, who are they to me? Who the fuck are they? It's kind of that energy where you care about yourself. You are the lion, okay? So you're not going to care about what a sheep thinks, what somebody who is very conforming, like, to society. Like, you're not going to care what they think. You're going to care about what you think. Okay, which is really, really, really hot. Okay, we do have abundance. So yeah, you could come across that you are never in the energy of lack. Even if you don't have money like that, even if you're like, Gemini Empress, I'm just trying to make it till Monday. Like, I don't got money like that, but it's just your energy. It's a vibe. It's something that I'm not going to lie, I have trouble explaining this, even to my mom. I try and have these conversations with my mom when it comes to spirituality, and she's just like, oh boy, I don't get it. I don't get what you're trying to tell me, you know? But it's like one of those things where some people just carry a lot of potent energy, a lot of abundant energy, even if they're not rich. Like people around them just want to be around them. They're just never in lack. And even when things seem like they're going to go wrong, they find its way to get back on top all over again. It's giving that energy, okay? But you stand out because you come across like you are abundant. You guys may even adorn yourself and dress like you are abundant, like you have that money, okay? In my opinion, that could be a form of manifestation. It's like, even if you don't have it, like you act like you do, you know, and then it just somehow crystallized. We do have beautiful here. So you guys definitely stand out for your looks. Okay. You guys are fine. You guys are very good looking people. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people find you really attractive, even if you don't. Because one thing I've noticed, there are people that like I've come across in my life where I look at them and I'm like, oh my God, you are fine. Especially my subscribers. Like some of you guys be in my DMs, you be following me, and I get nosy. I click on your profile and I'm like, damn, you guys are some fine specimens, honestly. So I'm not surprised, okay? But I hope you know that you're good looking, because you guys really are, okay? And we have Call Me, okay? So it's almost like people want your attention. It's giving it guy, it girl kind of vibes. It's like you're not going out of your way to like pester anyone. You're just being your own little energy, and other people just want your attention. They want you, like this call me is giving, like, people demand a lot of your time and your energy. Sometimes people, especially if they're close to you, some people may even feel entitled to your time and energy, and it's just like, I don't know what it is, pal one. It's like you're not even trying like your best to like go above and beyond to like make people like feel attracted to you or flock towards you. But I think it's just your energy that is very magnetic. It makes people drawn in, and it's like they want to come towards you, but it's like you may not like the unnecessary attention. You may just be like, I'm just trying to get through life, you know. I'm not really focused on who's focused on me, you know. But a lot of people want your attention, okay? And I think as you come across as a bit nonchalant, maybe unintentionally, and that's what makes people want you even more. So it's like the less you want it, the more it comes to you, and you're just like, bruh, you know. But you stand out. I think it's an energy thing. Like you're attractive, you come across abundant, you're always elevating. This is a power that I know is into self-development, okay? We do have King of Pentacles. Yeah, so again, with the abundance, you come across as someone who a lot of people would respect, a lot of people would look up to, a lot of people just don't fuck with, as in like, I'm getting you intimidate a lot of people, and people would not want to cross you. And I don't know what it is, okay? But I'm just getting a whole vibe that, yeah, like, you are not to be messed with, okay? But in a way where like people respect you. It's not 100% like fear. It's like, yeah, you do get a few people that are intimidated, but it's like, it's more so respect for you, respect for your hustle, respect for what you can bring to the table. Maybe a lot of people know about your success story, or they know about how things were for you in your past, you know, but it could just be an energy thing, because I'm getting this also is felt by new people you meet who don't know anything about you, okay? But you always, when you say you want to do something, you guys are so determined. A lot of the times you do it with this Nine of Cups. People may feel like you're very blessed, you're very lucky, things work in your favor. But I don't think it's just like, oh, everything just magically happened. I feel like you actually put the work in. You may not be loud about it, like, hey, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm so busy. I'm so productive. You just work behind the scenes and you get that shit done. And I'm getting you don't do it for the claps or validation. Like, you do it for yourself. But then people just take notice of that. And that's how you're standing out, okay? I'm going to end that reading there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. I don't bite. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is £2.99. Thank you so much, okay? So for pile 2, 12 minutes and 22 seconds. Ooh, that timestamp, it's giving leader. It's giving trendsetter, okay? You guys chose the blue ribbon. Blue, I associate this with Aquarius. I also associate this with the throat chakra, which makes me think of Gemini, Virgo, Mercury energy. But when I think of ribbons in general, I just think of organization, you know, Virgo energy, like tying things together, putting things in place. I'm gonna get you all together. I'm hearing it in that specific accent as well. But let's see, okay? How do you stand out? It could, well, the ribbon is also fashion orientated, so you guys could stand out with how you dress. I think that was my son. We have teachers. We have the skunk and the magnolia, which is protection. We have flexibility. Adapt slowly by using versatility. Compromise, adaptation, change. Be flexible in your methods. This is giving Gemini. We have Taurus though. So Gemini, Taurus. We have they are jealous. Ooh. And then we have the magician. Yeah, Gemini, Virgo energy. I was picking up on that. And then we have water sign energy with the Six of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So how do you stand out, pile 2? Because I'm hearing in my mind right now a Melanie Martinez song called Copycat featuring, I think, Tiara Wack or something like, I don't know if I've said her name right or wrong, but this song was written ages ago, like during quarantine times, COVID times, right? But the song talks about like her being slept on or someone copying her stuff and passing it off as their own things. Yeah. Plagiarism. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because it's coming to my mind. I'm like, Yeah, you're a copycat. You take it, then you leave it, honey, just like that. I feel like a lot of people do copy you, pal, too. And sometimes you may have felt like, am I crazy? Like, did this person just do this? Or did this other person just do this when I did this? And it's like, you may not want to call it out because it makes you look a bit childish and petty. Like, they copied me, and you're like, you could be a grown-ass person, right? But it's like, you do notice when people take inspiration from you. It could even be from the lingo you use, the words you use, your charisma, your personality, your fashion sense, everything you do. A lot of people do copy you, pal, too. And it can be flattering to know, like, wow, like, I really got it. But it can also be really frustrating because you're like, hello, stop trying to take from me. Or even if people do want to copy you, you're just like, copy me all you want. It's flattering, but at least give credit where you got the idea from, right? So a lot of people do copy you, pal, too, because we do have teachers. Yeah, like I'm literally hearing one of my old songs called Blueprint. I don't know if it's still on Spotify. I think I took it down. I don't even know. I think I did take it down, but it's on YouTube, like a little video, right? Well, unserious song, right? Called Blueprint. And I think I mentioned something like, I keep it surface level so you never get close. The only thing you could take away from me is notes. So it's kind of like, that's me basically saying that, like, I kind of like to keep my distance from a lot of people. I kind of keep things surface level, but that can be because sometimes people want to get close to copy, to study you. Not because they genuinely want a relationship with you or a friendship with you, right? So with the teachers here, you guys have a lot of wisdom to impart. A lot of people do take notes. A lot of people are studying you. A lot of people will just be invested in whatever you've got going on because they low-key want to be like you, okay? It's making me think of Jenny, the Korean singer, like, be like Jenny or like me or something like that. She made a song like me, right? But you guys, again, with the protection here, you could keep your cards, no pun intended, close to yourself because you're just like, I don't want people just getting close to me just to see what they can take from me or if they can copy me or steal my ideas and pass them off as their own. Like, I want people who actually want to be my friend, or I want people who actually are interested in me as a person, and that's it. I don't want people to just use me like that. So you could keep a guard up, okay? How you stand out is you're very selective. You're very skeptical. You could have Scorpio placements as well, but you're very cautious about who gets close to you and who doesn't. Because a lot of people may want to steal the things that you have or even steal your shine. But we do have flexibility though. So you do stand out because you are very versatile. So you could be versatile in a lot of things. If you are like myself, where I like to dance, right? I don't just dance in one genre. So you guys could dance in many genres. Or if I give another example, if you're a teacher like myself, you guys could teach many subjects like I do. Or I'm trying to think of something more... something that would be more general other than teaching and dancing. It could even be with your hairstyles or your fashion sense or your interests in general or your music taste, your playlist. You're very versatile. This is also giving me that you guys know how to switch codes when it comes to language or when you fit into many different communities. Because you know how to code switch. It's kind of like if you've grown up in the hood, you know how to communicate with people in the hood, but then you also may have, I don't know, you may have moved out the hood and live in a great neighborhood and you know how to conduct yourself around them and you code switch. Or even with language, like whenever you're around a certain community that you may be from, you know how to speak the language there, but then you also know how to bring it back to English, etc., right? So it's like you're very adaptable, okay? You don't, I'm also getting like, if you guys go out like with a group of friends, you're not the type where like, oh, I don't want to do this, oh, I don't want to do, you're just like, you know what? Anything goes. I'm up for trying this new thing. So you're very easygoing, and not many people are. A lot of people are very picky. Like even with food, you may not be that picky about it. You may be like, okay, I'm up to try new things. Like it's giving that energy of like go with the flow kind of vibes. Yeah, you're very flexible in general. For some of you, it could be literal. Like you're very flexible. And that could shock a lot of people because you may not look like you're someone who is flexible, but you could be very flexible, okay? But with this protection, yeah, even though you are flexible, you're still selective with who you're flexible with, if that makes sense. It's going to sound like a contradiction, but stay with me now. It's like you're selective with who you keep around you, but the people that are around you, you're very adaptable to their needs. It's like, it kind of reminds me where I don't really like when people call me out of the blue. I don't like it when people just randomly just call my phone just to talk. I don't know why. I have no explanation for it, but I just, for some reason, I just don't like it. Like, I associate phone calls with emergencies, and I'll pick up if it is, but if it's just a chat, I don't really like phone calls. I prefer texting, or I prefer being in your presence in real life. I'd rather just spend time with someone in person than be on the phone. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but it's just a thing, right? So with me, like, I guess that is where I'm like, oh, I can't do that. But when I am with the people that I really do love, that's when I don't mind bending the rules. Like, the people that I really value close to my chest, that's when I'll make adaptations. Because I remember making a post saying, oh, I don't really like phone calls. I'm going to watch that phone ring. Please don't call me. I'm not about that life, especially if we're not close, right? If we're not close, don't call, you know? However, I remember one of my best friends was going through something, and then she called me, and I'm like, nah, I'd be an asshole to not pick up. I'm going to pick up now, you know? It's like, I can adapt when it comes to the people that really mean the world to me. But when it comes to people who I barely have had a conversation with in person, I'm like, please don't call me, because that gives me unnecessary anxiety, and I just don't want to deal with it right now. Please text, because it makes me think, what are you going to say? I don't know, you know? But I digress. So yeah, you guys could be very flexible with certain things, but then you're very selective in general. We do have Taurus here. So some of you guys could be a Taurus or give off Taurus energy, where you work hard and you play hard. So that, again, that's a beautiful example of flexibility, where you hustle and grind when you need to, but you're not afraid to take a break and really lather yourself in luxury and sleep, and just, you know, you have that work play balance. But you guys could also be very aesthetically pleasing, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, right? So you guys could really like the beautiful things in life. You guys could actually be really well respected. A lot of people may feel like you like aesthetically pleasing things. And you may adorn yourself, similar to Power One, you may adorn yourself really well. But we do have the Magician here. So you guys are very good at bringing things into fruition. You guys, once you have an idea of something you want in mind, no one can stop you or discourage you from working towards it. And you may become tunnel focused on it, I'm getting. For some of you may be very, very tunnel focused on your goals or whatever you have in mind, whatever you want to do, even if it's something like small, like, okay, I'm in the mood to have something nice, like a nice matcha sort of bubble tea. I'm going to make one today. I'm going to buy all the ingredients and I'm going to make one from scratch. And that'll be what's on your mind for the duration of that day. You know, like, nothing can take you off course. Like, when you really want to do something, you could be very tenacious when it comes to that, right? And then we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, I feel like you're the one that got away. You stand up because there's something about you that's very timeless, very nostalgic. It makes me think of Lana Del Rey's kind of songs. It gives that vibe, very nostalgic, very romanticized. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people miss you, and I don't know why. And not in a way where like, why would anyone miss you, pal, too? But in a way where like, I wonder what's the reason behind it. Maybe you are the ribbon that ties everyone together. You guys are very loyal friends, okay? I feel like a lot of people love your energy. Can we clarify the Six of Cups? You could be the mother of the group. Oh my God, and we have the Emperor, which is like the father. So you guys could be the mother or the father of your friendship group. And people genuinely feel like well taken care of when they're under your wing, not ring. Like, this kind of reminds me of an old Cancer friend that I once had, and we went to the same school together, and we ended up going to the same university together. And even though we're not friends anymore, which I didn't even know why we weren't any friends anymore, like, I don't even know. We never even had an argument. Things just fizzled out, and I don't know. I just woke up and one day we just weren't friends. But I digress. She was a Cancer, right? And she was actually really sweet. To this day, I don't really have anything bad to say about her, even though we're not friends anymore. But she was very loving. Whenever she went out to buy food, she would always ask everyone, hey, does anyone want me to get anything? And she's not saying that with the intention of you paying her back. Like, she just genuinely just wanted to like take care of everyone, because it's Cancer energy, right? So she was very, very sweet. She was like the mother of the group, even though she was the youngest of the group. And I really liked her energy. I just don't know what happened there. But I think she went through her own issues. But she just didn't communicate that, right? But I digress. She was a really lovely person, right? So you guys may give that energy where you're very like motherly, fatherly with people, and you generally do make the people that you value most feel well taken care of. Even people who you're not close to, you may be very much like, I got you energy, you know? But yeah, there's something about your energy that makes people feel jealous, because we have they are jealous, okay? So I do think it's like the way you may handle life in a certain way where it just denotes authority, similar to part one a little bit, because we do have the teachers. So you may be a bit, for some of you, you may be like, again, like my friend or my ex-friend, right? You guys may be the youngest, but you carry the oldest energy where like, the older people go to look for you for advice, go to look for you for comfort, for solace, right? Whereas you're meant to go to them because they are older, right? But then it's like something about your energy that's very mature. It's very like old soul. And that's how you stand out. Yeah. I'm going to end that one there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is £2.99. I'm going to leave it there. So pile 3, 25 minutes and 29 seconds. You guys chose the pink candle, okay? Pink makes me think of love, self-love, healing, romance. And the candle just makes me think of coming to the light, coming to the realization, okay? You guys have a lot of love to give others, but I'm also getting you have a lot of love to give to yourself. I think people just know you are in love with yourself. You guys could be Leos. Yeah, you just give off this energy where you know yourself, you love yourself. No one can make you feel insecure. I'm hearing bloody Samaritan, protect my energy from your bad aura. Like that song is basically about like, you can't kill my vibes, you know, like this is who I am, you know, like I'm unbreakable. So you guys give that energy. But let's see how else you stand out. We have boat. We have the cat and the lavender, which is independence. I'm hearing ignorance by Paramore. Because in the video, like she holds a light and it's like shining a light to the truth, because she's saying that ignorance is your new best friend. Like she's talking about someone who like, they're very ignorant. They're not even willing to see the truth. So it's just like, you treat me like, what was it? You treat me just like another stranger. Well, it's nice to meet you, sir. I guess I'll go. I best be on my way out. Like, I think that song's about like just letting people be in their ignorance. Some people are too arrogant to see their ignorance. So it's kind of like, just let it be. But you always find the light, okay? We do have transformation. Change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Exactly. We have, they are using you. Ooh, okay. We have manifestation. I'm starting to think all these piles are lead in with each other, because there's things I've spotted in pile 3 that remind me of pile 2. And there's things that I've spotted in pile 2 that remind me of pile 3, okay? We have the 3 of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And then we have the 6 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So how do you stand out? Okay. Well, first of all, we have manifestation. There's a candle. Some of you guys may do candle magic, okay? But you guys know how to bring your manifestations to life. Whenever you guys, some of you guys have a powerful tongue. Like when you say you're going to do something, or when you speak of something, even when it hasn't happened, it does manifest in that way. Even if you didn't like think it was going to manifest in that way. There's been so many cases where you may say something that's not even true, and you're just saying it, maybe even as a joke, and then it ends up happening that way. So you guys have really good manifestation skills, and you may stand out for saying something, saying that you're going to do something, or saying something, and then it just ends up happening when you least expect it. It's kind of like, I'm also getting like, if someone wrongs you, you're like, just you wait. One day, this thing is going to happen to you, and then you're going to know exactly how it feels, and I'm going to be at your face telling you I told you so. And you may say that, and you may not mean it. You may just say it because you're pissed. And then it happens. You know, it's like, oh, you know. I once dated an ex who once said to me that they said to their parent, oh, I hope you get cancer. And they did. And I'm like, I don't think you should say that. I don't think you should say that to people who've looked after you and who are not even being toxic towards you. But some people are just very like, I don't know. Like, I don't even think it was said with intention though. I think it was just like, when someone's angry, you just say a bunch of shit. But you got to be careful of what you say, because sometimes it can crystallize that way. But anyways, I digress. You guys could be very good at manifesting. You could be good at saying that you're going to do something, or having a plan, having a vision. Some of you guys could have vision boards. You could be really good at just piecing things together, putting your pictures up, and just really focusing on your intention, and then it just happens, okay? But we do have they are using you, okay? So I feel like you have a lot of people who can sense that you have an energy to you that is very magnetic, but very different. I don't know. Some of you guys may have a bit of clout. And if you do, if you have a big platform, that's another message coming through, where people do want to get close to you because of the benefits, okay? You may carry an energy that screams celebrity energy, or I can get you into this. I know a guy who knows a guy. I got the right connections kind of energy. There are a lot of people who may try and use you. And this is really unfortunate. But it's because you carry an energy that screams, I know where I'm headed, I'm stable, I know where I'm going, okay? So you may, if you're someone who's grounded, right, you may attract brokies. You may attract people who are like, oh, like, especially if it's love, like they may try and manipulate you and pretend to be in love with you because they see that you have money, especially for my guys watching. But you can sense the BS, and you're like, don't come empty-handed, But I'm getting like, you stand out because you're independent. I feel like you don't care to fit in. You don't care to be part of a hub of communities. Like, I feel like a lot of people, they feel like if they have like an army of people, they have people backing themselves up, or they're surrounded with people, then, that's great. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. But I feel like you have always felt, I was about to say an alien, but why not? You guys may have always felt like an alien, like you don't fit in. And you just don't know where you stand in this world. And like, no matter how hard you try to fit into different communities, it can feel like, why am I not resonating with people? Like, why do I stick out like a sore thumb? And then eventually you just get to the point where you stop caring anymore. You're like, you know what? Fuck this. Maybe I don't fit in because I'm not meant to fit in. Maybe I'm meant to stand out. Maybe I'm meant to be my own leader. It's giving that energy, because we do have independence. So I feel like the fact that you don't really care to suck up to people, you don't care to try and find a community to fit into, is what makes you stand out. But it makes people actually find you cool, okay? Because it makes people then want to be close friends with you, okay? But we do have transformation. So yeah, you're not afraid to try out something new. You're not afraid to change. You're not afraid to work on something. I'm getting, this is a part that can take criticism really, really well. Like, you're not the type of person to get mad and angry and villainize the other person. Like, you're an energy where you're like, oh, okay, I can see where I went wrong here. Or yeah, no, I do need to work on that. Thank you. Like, you guys can take the truth. Okay. Not many people can. Okay. But we do have the 3 of Pentacles here. So yeah, that you may have a certain mindset and skill set that you do, that a lot of people will find really cool. So some of you could play the piano. Some of you guys could play an instrument of any kind. You could speak a certain language, or you're polyglot, whatever it may be. You're very skilled with something. Even when it comes to finances, for some of you, it could be your career that you're really skilled at. And a lot of people would love to like have your skill set when it comes to something. Some of you guys could also be quick learners, but I'm also getting foundations. So you guys could be really good at creating foundations for yourself, or picking up on things quickly. You make great life decisions, even if you feel like you haven't. I feel like a lot of people see that, oh, if I was in Pal 3's shoes, I would have done this. Pal 3 has a good head on their shoulders kind of energy. There's just something about you that just screams, I'm stable. Even if you feel like you're not, like, people just see that like you are a level-headed normal person, that you feel like, okay, this is someone who I can trust, that kind of energy. But there's something about your skill set that screams, whoa, you could do more with this, or you can get more money by doing this, or you could really like go far in life with this skill. Like, for some of you, you may not even make money doing certain things that you're really good at, but you're good at a lot of things, and you can monetize these things if you stay consistent. Some of you guys, this may even be current energy, like as we're speaking, as in you could be getting better at something. It could even be something to do with your academics, your school, or a certain hobby, but there's something that you're getting better at out of the blue, and people are taking notice of that. You standing out because of your dedication to work on something. But you could be very popular, pile 3. I can't even lie, with the 6 of Wands is giving success. So you could stand out because you are successful. And remember, success does not just look like one thing. Success means something completely different to every single person. But whatever you deem success to be, other people are seeing you as successful, you know, as in you have your life together. Some of you guys could have a home, even if you haven't bought a home, like you have a nice stable place to live in. You could have an amazing partner, and you could keep things a little bit private, just, you know, evil eye in that. You guys could have a beautiful family, beautiful kids. You guys could have your education on point. You guys could have a good stable job. Like, you have your shit together, you know. And people may see this as you being successful, especially if you've attained this at such a young age, okay? But you are someone who people see as like a catch, you know. Like, I feel like a lot of people do like you. A lot of people thirst after you, okay? I don't know, if you guys don't believe in it, that's fine, but I kind of believe in past lives. And I feel like some of you guys in a past life were also very popular and well liked, and I feel like in this life it seems almost destined to happen again, even if it hasn't happened now. But it feels like a lot of people like your energy, a lot of people want your attention, and I think it's because you kind of want to be by yourself. Like, this reminds me of part 1 a little bit, but it's just like, I'm not even looking for it, but people are looking for you. You know, it's giving that energy. And I feel like you stand out because of your resilience too, because you do have the boat. Whatever storm that people try to put you in, whenever someone tries to drag you down, whatever it may be, you always know how to get back up. This reminds me of a series on Netflix that I'm currently watching called The Empress Key. A lot of people were intimidated by her. A lot of people tried to bring her down, but every single time someone tried to bring her down, she used her brain and she got back up every single time. You know, she was always seen as a threat. Even though people never like saw her as like a bad person, she was such a great person and people acknowledged her for her genuine heart. But she's also very smart. Like, she's sweet, she's a good-hearted individual, but she ain't no punk, okay? She's still going to be having to play the villain at times, you know. You still got to rule with an iron fist at times, but it's her intelligence that helps her get through things. She never gives up. She's very tenacious, okay? But yeah, similarly, you guys are the same way. You guys are very strong. No matter what life throws at you, you always find a way to get back up. And that is very, very, you think that is common because that's who you are, but it's actually not. Okay, a lot of the time people prefer the woe is me, let me wallow in my sorrow because it gives me more intention and it makes me feel good that I can just complain instead of fix the problem. You guys actually get up and fix the problem. It's like you're gonna vent, you're gonna cry, but the next time you're like, okay, cool, now I need to think of solutions. I can't cry all day, you know? Like, you guys are the type of people that, yeah, you're alchemists. You understand alchemy. You transmute that shit, okay? And that's probably what the transformation is referring to anyway. So a lot of people do try to like benefit or siphon off of your energy. Sometimes it's unintentional. Sometimes people don't realize they're doing it, but then other people who are more tapped in, they do, and they start to feel entitled to it. So I feel like some people may take your kindness for weakness, because I'm getting your energy, like, you're a very kind-hearted individual, and people think if you're kind, you don't have boundaries, but you do. I feel like you're very kind until someone tries you and you're like, well, fuck you now. I'm going to revoke my help. Goodbye. See you later. Get out the fuck of my face, you know? It's like, you guys give that energy where you're just like, no, you can't use me. No, you really thought I was going to be like that? Like, hell no. It shocks people. And I think that's what makes you stand out, because they don't see it coming. They don't see it coming. They just think you're going to be all love and light. And then you're like, bitch, let me show you. You need the darkness in order to depict the light, you know? Just what I'm saying. Like, let me show you another side, okay? I digress. But I'm getting that you guys are very much in the path to success if you're already not successful, and you do stand out that way. A lot of people they want your attention. A lot of people have a lot of eyes for you, especially romantically, okay? You are lusted after. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier starts at £2.99. Okay, pile 4, 38 minutes and 44 seconds. You guys chose the pink sunglasses. I heard prima donna girl when I looked at this. Prima donna girl. Yeah, you guys love yourselves. Okay. You guys could have a refined taste. I'm also getting Capricorn vibes, but let's see. We have the Rose and the Phoenix. We have the Ladybug and the Sweet Pea, which is happiness. We have Love Affair. Beware. Love affairs at work rarely and... What? Beware. Love affairs at work rarely and well. Oh, love affairs work rarely and well. Don't lose your mind. Ooh! Someone could be in love with someone at work. Someone could be in love with a colleague or in love with a boss even. That's just for some of you. Okay. We have September. So you guys could be Libras and Virgos. We have no. Ooh, we have a no and guilty. We have Strength card, which is Leo, fire sign energy. And we have Earth sign energy with the Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So what makes you stand out? Yeah, I heard prima donna girl before, so let me get back to that. So some of you guys have a really refined taste when it comes to your life, okay? You guys could be the type of people, you have high quality stuff. You guys have high expectations, high boundaries, but it's like you have self-respect, okay? This reminds me of what pile? Pile 1 or pile 3, one of them, okay? But you guys have standards for how you want your life to work out, even in love. Like, you guys have high standards. Like, I would not be surprised for some of you, especially for my women here who like men. You could want to marry someone rich. You might want to marry a guy who's financially abundant, because you're like, I ain't trying to struggle. You're very selective with who you want to fall in love with. So I would not be surprised if you've been single for quite some time because you're waiting for the right one, right? So I'm getting like you have high expectations for yourself and for what you want in life, and you don't settle, okay? And you stand out because a lot of people deep down, they wish they had your self-esteem. They wish they could be like that, but a lot of people would rather just settle because out of loneliness or because it's just easier. They don't want to do the inner work. But you guys are not afraid to say, sorry, like, it's my life and I want my life to be a certain way, and in order for it to be a certain way, you're going to move a certain way, you know? So it's giving that kind of energy. You guys love yourselves. The Rose Phoenix is all about loving yourself. Like, the Phoenix makes me think of like someone who, they rise above the ashes. Like, when something has gone wrong or something comes to an end, it's like they know how to transform and transmute. And with you guys, you redirect your energy back to yourself. So even when it comes to relationships, you may really give your all in relationships, ride or die energy. You may put your all and everything into the person you love. And when it doesn't work out, you're like, okay, time to redirect that focus back to myself. Like, you may get over people quickly. I feel like it's because you did give your all. I feel like you're the type of person where, like, if you really have gone above and beyond to be there for the people that you love most and it doesn't work out, you walk away knowing that I've done all I can. At least I've tried my best. At least I've given that love. At least I really, really did everything I could in my power. And if it didn't work, it wasn't aligned for me. It is what it is. I've come out with a lesson. You know, you guys really do love yourselves. You're not afraid to pour back into yourselves. And this is really admirable because a lot of people are not like that. A lot of people just can't stand being alone. They don't mind being with anyone, even if they're a pile of shit. They're like, well, at least I have a pile of shit with me than to just be alone, you know? And you'd be surprised, okay? There are a lot of, okay, I'm not trying to attack women out there, but there are a lot of male-centered women out here. And it's just like, their whole personality revolves around, how do I impress a man? How do I do this for a man? Everything revolves around man. I have no purpose in this life if it's not to serve a man. It's like, calm down. It's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with falling in love and being a great wife or whatever it may be, but it shouldn't be your everything. Come on now. You know, but with you guys, you're not like that. You're just like, you trigger such people, you know, you trigger people like that, but you're just like, okay, if something doesn't work out, I'm just going to invest back into myself, you know? I'm also getting, you guys are very calculated because you guys did choose the sunglasses. So it's kind of like, you know when to mask, you know when to like, some of you guys could have a shady side to you as well. Like, if someone comes for you, you know how to clap back. You know exactly what to say to make them feel some type of way, okay? You know how to hold your own, okay? But you could also really like to protect your energy. You may hold back in general, but if someone tries you're going to come out, okay? But I'm getting most of the time, you do like to kind of keep to yourself. I'm getting a very introverted vibe where you're not about the drama, okay? But you do stand out in the matters of work. For some of you, you could have something going on with a boss or with a colleague. Okay. But for others of you, I'm getting this is more of an energy of like a lot of people do talk about you at work. And it's mostly about how much you love yourself. You may stand out at work as maybe the way you do your work, or I don't know, you may do something in a different sort of method compared to everyone else, or your personality is very different to everybody else at work. Yeah. But I'm getting someone in your workplace likes that. They like the fact that you're different. They like the fact that you stand out. They like the fact that you're not like everyone else, okay? Yeah, we have happiness. So yeah, I feel like you have really optimistic energy. Like you have good vibes. You have good vibes, okay? So I feel like it doesn't take much to make you happy. You're a very content human being, right? But that doesn't mean that, you know, people don't cross you. That doesn't mean that you don't get angry, okay? Like you're someone who you try to look at the positive side of life. You guys could have Sagittarius in your chart, right? But we do have September, which makes me think of Libra and Virgo energy. So you guys could be very analytical. Yeah, September, I associate this with school and work. Well, school and work is the same thing for me because I'm a teacher. So when I go to school, I am going to work, and I associate September with that because here in England we start school in September. Okay, so I do sense that you guys could be very studious people. You guys could be seen as very educated, very intelligent, very analytical. Even more so because we have the strength card. So you may have a habit of holding back before you make a big decision. If you have to make a decision about something, you're not impulsive with it. You take your time to analyze, to reflect, to hold back until you've come to that conclusion. You guys also have a really great work ethic, and you know how to multitask and balance out responsibilities. And you stand out because depending on the nature of your job, it's very hard to do that. But yeah, you're not afraid to tell people no. You're not afraid to communicate your boundaries, your standards. And it kind of makes people feel guilty. I feel like this no is also coming off as I need to defend myself. Like, I don't know if you're overworked at some point, whether it's at work or if it's in general with responsibilities, but you're never afraid to say no. Like if you feel like something is doing, like someone's asking for too much, you're like, respectfully, no. I don't want to do that. Do you want to hang out this weekend? No. I'm really tired. I really need to rest. It's giving that energy where you're not afraid to put yourself first. And that's why you stand out. Yeah. For some of you who do resonate with having a love situation with a colleague or a boss, yeah, you're standing out all right. And I think it's because you may not care that it's a work situation. It's more like, well, if this is my person, this is the person I'm meant to be with, then this is the person I'm meant to be with. Okay. For some of you, it could also be like you're self-employed and you're in love with someone who does a similar or the same thing as you for work. And people are maybe looking at it like, oh, that's kind of goals, but it can also have its messy sides, but that's goals, you know? But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to elaborate. I think that's it. I'm also getting, again, Scorpio energy for some weird reason. And I'm thinking about the calculative kind of energy where it's kind of like, you know who to be a little bit more comfortable with when it comes to work and who not. Even if it's outside of work, like you know who to be more open with and who not to be. And that makes you stand out because it makes you seem switched on, intelligent, a step ahead of someone, okay? Very specific. But that's what I'm getting. I'm going to move on to pile 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. I don't bite. Okay. If you want to join my membership, the starting tier is £2.99. Okay. So pile 5. 48 minutes and 11 seconds. You guys chose the raspberries. These are dried and fried. Sorry, not fried. Freeze dried. Don't think I've opened this. Okay, I bought this for decoration. Yeah, I bought this for decoration on my son's cake because it's his birthday tomorrow. But yeah, I lost track of what I was gonna say because I was too busy trying to look at this like what does this have in it? But it's literally just raspberries. Anyways, I digress. There's not really much I can say about this. other than the fact that it's a fruit. So you guys there could be something about your diet coming through. You guys could be very selective of what you put into your body. You could be vegans, vegetarians, or just very health conscious. Health cautious. Yeah, okay, cool. So we have intention, productivity. Now I'm hearing gym rats. Some of you could be a gym rats, okay? I swear, guys, I swear, please believe me, okay? When I chose all these objects, right, including this, I kid you not, I'm not choosing with, oh, that's going to go well with this pile. I just choose anything in my kitchen because I'm literally in a kitchen. And whatever I find, I just put it on top of any pile. And I don't remember what's in the piles. So the fact that I'm looking at this as raspberries, as fruit, health, gym rat, vegetarian, conscious about what you put into your body. And then I see intention and productivity. And then I hear gym rat. And now look, wellness. And look, there's a gym equipment there. Wellness. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. I love it when cards are in sync with the message because I shit you not, like, this is pure, like, confirmation. No matter how many years I've been doing this, it will always amaze me every single time when everything is in sync. That is so cool. Anyways, I digress. We have yes. We have Gemini, that's me. We have the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy, and Ace of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So how do you stand out? Well, some of you guys take good care of your body. You guys could go to the gym. You guys, even if you don't go to the gym, you guys could have like a structured routine for yourself. Like you like things a certain way. I'm not going to say OCD, but you know, you could have some obsessive, like compulsive tendencies when it comes to certain things where it has to be like this, it has to be like that. That kind of reminds me of my youngest son, right? He's 2. He's going to be 3 tomorrow, and he has this already where it's like, I like it when things are like this. It has to be like this. At this time, we have to do this. If you're putting on shoes on, then we have to go outside and we have to go here. Like, he's very precise, right? You guys, regardless of whether you go to the gym or not, like you could thrive off of a routine, Virgo energy, right? But this is giving health. This is giving, you stand out because of what you eat. Some of you guys may not drink alcohol whatsoever. But you guys are really just like are very conscious about, you're very intentional because we do have intention, right? You are intentional about everything you do, what you put into your body, what music you listen to, what things you watch, and how you are, like, you're very intentional. You're a very sensitive person. You could have allergies, or you just don't want to be subjected to lower vibrations. So you're very conscious about what you eat and what you drink and what you watch and what you listen to, who you're around with. You could be even intentional about who you're friends with, okay? And who you date. Everything seems to be really intentional, okay? But we have productivity. So you guys are very busy. Your work ethic is unmatched, whether it's through work, whether it's through gym, whether it's through whatever you got going on. Your work ethic is on point. I'm hearing nobody knows where we might end up. Nobody knows. So it's telling me that, like, some people may find you a little bit judgmental, especially if you do have Virgo in your chart. I'm just saying, some people may think that you're judgmental, and it's not because you've done something that made people think that you're judging them, but people feel naturally insecure around you because they think that you're going to judge them, because they've put you on this pedestal of someone who's like perfect. Like, you have your life together, you have everything structured, you know. This could be a millennial pal, because I don't know why, I could be wrong, but I just associate millennials as just a little bit more structured compared to Gen Z. But that's just my observation, or maybe I'm projecting because I'm a Gen Z and my older sister is a millennial, and I feel that her mindset is very much millennial and my mindset is very much Gen Z, where I'm just like, let me just go with the flow. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but let me just do it anyway. Like, fuck it. Why do we need to plan, you know? Whereas my sister's a bit more like, no, like, this is how you're meant to, you need to set this goal. You need to do this. You need to do it like this. More structured, you know? Here I am online, making videos, making money, doing YouTube. That's a very unconventional, like, that's not the structured way to do life, right? And I don't have an upload schedule, and I don't edit my videos. I just post and go. I'm the opposite of a perfectionist, right? Whereas I feel like millennials have a bit of a head on their shoulders where they're like, no, we got to do this because I've studied how, we can get more views if we do this, we structure it around this time, if we put beautiful thumbnails, we use a high quality camera, we put some editing into our videos. Yeah, I don't do that. I'm just like, wing it and just see what happens, I digress. But yeah, you guys are, you're standing out because of your self-discipline. It's giving Capricorn energy as well. Yeah, live a healthier lifestyle. You guys could be vegetarians or something to do with your diet is different. But we do have Gemini here. So you guys could be very versatile when it comes to different things in life. But I feel like ultimately, like there's the one thing in your life that keeps you grounded because everything else may not be grounded. So again, it's such a Gemini trait. Like, for example, with myself, because I feel like I do have a lot of Gemini traits because I'm a Gemini, right? I may not have a routine when it comes to certain things, especially on my days off. There is no routine whatsoever. I do whatever the hell I want that day. However, I know for certain there will be certain things that I'm like, you know what? I can't go a day without doing this. I can't go a day without doing that. Like, for example, with me, I can't go a day without drinking tea. It's an addiction at this point. Like, I drink green tea every day, but I will drink any type of tea. Like, I have to have warm water in my body. Like, I just need to drink tea, in general. That's my addiction. But everything else, like my life may not be as structured as it may come across, especially with this channel. I just post whenever, there's no like routine here. But you guys may come across that way. So you could have like a childlike energy, which Gemini does have a childlike energy, kind of like a fairy energy, right? Where very playful, childlike, but they're still intelligent. They still have this way of like, oh, but we still can analyze this. We can still pick up on this. We can still learn this. You still come across as very smart and childish at the same time. Okay. So similarly, you guys could have that energy where there's a duality to you, because that's what Gemini represents, the twins. You guys have a duality to you. There's a structured side and a very unhinged side. Okay. But with the Ace of Swords, you're always up for a challenge, especially paired with the Ace of Wands. This makes me think of Aries energy. Like, you're always up for something new, always willing to start a new project, up for a new challenge. You're like, I'm just getting like, you don't mind. Okay. But there's something about you being very secure in what you say, because we have the Ace of Swords, which is honest. You guys could be known to be, don't do that. You guys could have what's it called, a reputation for being blunt and being honest, and just telling it like it is, ripping the band-aid off. But I'm also getting with this yes card, you're very confident and self-assured on what you have to say and what you have to do, okay? But again, with the Ace of Wands, very creative, very innovative, always willing to try something new. You have a lot of energy, a lot of vitality, okay? So that could be why you're standing out, because your energy is unmatched. I don't think people come across people like you often, so that's probably why it stands out a lot. You have a lot of energy, okay? But very creative. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands make me think of someone who, they use both sides of the brain. Like, there's like a very like, it reminds me of like, okay, I'm gonna talk about Geminis again. It's like this is like the embodiment of Gemini. Like, very academic and studious and intelligent, but also knows when to just tap into the creativity and the arts. It's like arts versus education, but you can do both, It's giving that. It's giving that. It's like there are people who may have worked their way up in society to have a successful business, and they didn't go to university. Whereas there are people who went to university. So basically, the camera cut. But I was saying, like, there's some people who've gone to university, they live a normal life, they get a good graduate job, and then there's some people who go down the business route, the creative route, and they may not have finished school, but each one in their own journey is successful in their own right. Whereas you guys may have both skills. You may have both academics, you may have a few qualifications that you can say that you have, and you may also be more creative, and you may have a business. So you may work a regular job and still have a business. So it's giving that, like, that may be seen as something that stands out, because it's almost like you're from two different communities. There's some people who may have, again, I'm not trying to stereotype, but this is just based upon who I've talked to and how I've gotten to know different people in different walks of life, right? There's some people who've grown up in the hood and they felt like, no, school wasn't for me. It just wasn't in the cards for me, etc. So I've got to make it in this game when it comes to, I don't know, like business or music. A lot of the people I know have got into rap as well, you know, whereas I am also part of different types of communities where they've gone to university, they have a background where their parents have basically set them up to succeed in life. They have a bit of a leverage, if you will, but then it's like you may possess both, where it's just like, okay, I've come from this area, this neighborhood, this way of life, but I was still able to go to university, but then I happen to be good and gifted in this creative pursuit. So it's like you may have both, right? It's giving that energy, okay? But regardless, I'm going to move on to the last pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, email me. I don't bite. If you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. So I'm going to move on to pile 6. I can't tell you the timestamp because I started this again, okay? So you guys chose the Perfume. This is just for aesthetics. This doesn't even show much. I don't even know, I can't even verbalize what I'm trying to say. It doesn't actually, I don't know how to explain that. I forgot English. Basically, I made perfume myself. I made rose and cinnamon perfume. And it's barely spraying much, so it's just become an aesthetic now. That's basically what I was trying to say. But anyways, because this is perfume, this is giving antique, vintage, Venusian, timeless kind of aesthetic. Yeah, coquette, if you will. All right, but let's see. How do you stand out? We have initiation. This is also a genie lamp. It's giving something about you. It's like very like old, timeless, like vintage. Okay. We have the beaver and the birch, which is home. Sorry if you hear my kids making noise. Yeah, they do that. They do that. We have the deer and the oak, which is healing. Then we have surprise. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. Ooh, we have confirmation. Why am I hearing, I wish I had a time machine? Okay, something about the past keeps coming up. We have protection. We have the Empress. Ooh, Taurus, Libra energy, Venus energy. So earth and air. And then we have fire sign energy with the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have the Three of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy. So how do you stand out? First things first, you are attractive AF, and you are a heartbreaker at that, okay? With this Three of Swords, you be breaking people's hearts. Whether you realize it or not, pile 6, you be breaking people's hearts. You stand out because you're really beautiful, but there's something very timeless about your beauty. Like your beauty is the type of beauty that you could be put in any time period. Egyptian era, or I don't know, Viking era, I don't know. You could be put in any time in history and you'd still be the standard of beauty, whether you're a man or a woman, right? You are attractive AF, okay? Let's start there. You be breaking people's hearts. But I feel like it's a double-edged sword because you also attract people who are also really broken. Because it's weird because you do have a lot of healing energy. Like you stand out because you give a lot of healing energy. A lot of people feel safe in your presence. And the Empress is like a mother energy. Even if you're a man watching this, it's like a mother energy. It's like, let me nurse your wounds. Let me be there for you. You know, you give a lot of healing energy and you're very like, you know when to be gentle, but you also know when to be fierce. Okay. I think a lot of people really find comfort and solace in you. There's something about what you say and do that really heals other people. Okay. Because we do have home. You make people feel at home. You make people feel understood. You have a knack for just understanding people overall. But we do have protection. So some of you may feel like you have to protect your energy sometimes because people be coming at you some type of way energetically. I feel like people are too scared to outwardly come at you. So they have to do it discreetly. But like even so energetically, you've learned to protect yourself. But I'm also getting people feel protected in your energy. Okay. But what's making me feel sad is you may be betrayed a lot. Like you may attract broken people who just go around to end up hurting you when you were just trying to protect them and help them and heal them. It's giving empath, okay? A lot of people are drawn to your energy. You have a lot of abundant energy as well, similar to pile 1 I mentioned. But you are also like a spiritual guide in a lot of people's lives, and that's what makes them like attracted to you. That's why you stand out. It's like it's something that is only felt when they're with you. They're not going to feel that energy through a camera. They're not going to feel that energy online. They're going to feel that energy in your presence. There's something about you that just screams, I feel understood, I feel seen, I feel validated, and you're good looking too. So it's like wow, you know. But we have a confirmation. This is going to sound really creepy, but people may dream about you a lot before they meet you, or dream of you, or like certain things about you, your features, or you know, that energy. And then in real life when they meet you, they feel like, wait a second, you remind me of, wait, what? It's giving that kind of energy. Like, why does this feel familiar? Like, I'm getting a nostalgic vibe. You guys could be old souls, or if you believe in past lives, like I do, like maybe you had a past life in doing something, like being a healer or whatever. And there's something about your energy in this lifetime that still carries that residue, you know? You're very much like centered around just being a source of light to many. You guys could actually have influence on many. I think a lot of people do plan and to take initiative towards you, but because the Empress really doesn't really take much initiative, it forces other people to take initiative towards you, because this is initiation, right? Your wish is my command. We have the genie lamp. It's almost like whatever you want to happen for you, it's like you don't really have to do much for it to happen, at least in the eyes of others. Like, people are willing to do it for you. Like, if you guys may be independent, but if someone was to say, hey, like if you were to say, hey, like I need help with this, a lot of people would want to come and help you. You may just be a little bit more like, oh, I don't want to ask for help. I'm not used to that. But a lot of people would be willing to help you. I'm getting a lot of people respect you. A lot of people like you. A lot of people admire you. But you stand out because of mostly like your heart, your energy, and your attraction, okay? We do have surprise. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. So you are this positive change in a lot of people. This is really sweet. Like, this is really wholesome, because you are the reason why people believe in love again. And you are the reason why people believe in good people all over again. There's something about it that's really beautiful, but it's like, it's giving timeless. Like, you guys could be very like old beauty aesthetic. Like, there's something about you that just screams like you're from another lifetime. You're from another time period. Because you're so different, but not in like a weird way, not in a way like you're an alien, you're foreign to this world, but it's like there's something about you that's very traditional, very old school, but very like understanding at the same time. But with this King of Wands, yeah, you stand out because you know how to make people come towards you. It's like you don't always have to make the move.